how are we going to market that one blade of grass that's out there growing? You know, we have such scarce resources, and just for that one blade of grass to get where it is and it's edible for the livestock to consume, and we in turn market the livestock. What's the best way to market that one piece of grass? Is it going to be with our sheep? Is it going to be with our cattle? Some of the tribes, is it going to be with bison, or is it going to be with the wild horses out there? And if you were to break it down to price per pound, wild horses are getting around 15 cents per pound. Bison are getting over $5 a pound. Cattle right now are around $1.50 for a 6-weight. You know, sheep are around 100 to 150. What's the best way to market that piece of grass? And you know, a lot of it depends on your marketing skills, your management skills. Not only do we have to think operationally, we do need to think technically and also strategically in how we're operating our resources. So one thing that we got to really think about going into the future with our tribal rangeland and also our cattle production is the business model that we're following custom made for our area. You know, I did most of my schooling in Texas and Oklahoma, and their business model fits for what they're doing, but they're getting 16 to 28 inches of rain a year, where we're at, you know, 11 and 9 inches of rain, and we're trying to follow that business model that they have where they're at. You know, where we're taking in 600-pound calves, 650-pound calves, and you know, maybe we got to rethink about, you know, how we're marketing our calves, and you know, if we need to market them lighter or take them to, you know, the feedlots or the pivots at Nappy and utilize those resources. We got to start thinking that way. And also our use of water. You know, these cattle can easily drink 15 to 18 gallons of water a day. And when you're hauling a 300-gallon tank in the back of your truck, that's a lot of work and a lot of wear and tear and a lot of, it's not really an efficient use of the resources. Bales of hay, you know, when they're being cut, like earlier this summer, you can get them for $8 a bale. But when you need them, you know, in the winter time, they can go as much as $18 a bale. I heard stories of $24 a bale in Tuba City during the winter times. And so when we substitute hay buying for our lack of rangeland, it starts to dip into our profit margins. As you know, cattle need at least 2% of their body weight a day, and that amount of forage that they need to maintain and also to build on their performance so they can breed back is very important. So I was talking about cattle being a reflection of your own rangeland, and you know, if your cattle is a body condition score of 3 or 4, you know, skin and bones basically, most likely that cattle's not going to breed back, and it's not going to be an efficient cattle to keep year-round for breeding. But you know, if your rangeland starts to flourish and gets better, you know, body conditions of 5 and above are achievable. We got to really rethink our business model and how it's going to fit us in the way that we need to do business in the future. And in my experience, the best solution to that is working in a cooperative, you know, reducing our overhead and also our variable costs to make this something that does become, at very least, a break even or better. Because right now, I fear that, you know, we're operating at a big loss. We're not marketing at all. We're going to the local auction yard and taking whatever price they want to give us at that time at that day, with how many ever buyers come to buy those cattle. So long term, I think, if we really worked on our marketing skills and used our leverage as economy of scales, having different producers join together to make lot loads that are more appealing to buyers, I think that would be most beneficial. That way we don't even have to think about overutilizing the land. Not only is this our resources for the time being while we're here on Earth, it's going to be carried on into the future. And if we devastate this rangeland to where there's nothing out there, there's not going to be anything for future generations to come home to.